Oh, you're recording?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm Gabby. This is my channel, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know which one we're doing first.
We'll do yours first.
Okay.
I'm Fiona. I do like buy videos and then just other random stuff, and it's a good time. It's a good laugh. YouTube.com/NeonFiona.
So, we're gonna do like a loose chat about polyamory. Just like a chit chat, like a
Bit of banter.
Yeah. When did you like first realize that you were poly, or like when did you start with that?
See, mine is like, I'm fresh. I'm like baby.
Really? Well, like I don't
but
know
also
who is
like
an expert, you know?
Yeah. It's almost like sexuality when you look back and you're like, oh, there were the signs, but like you didn't realize. So I was single for 5 years.
Oh, wow.
And a huge, okay, rude.
No, I was saying.
Damn.
No. It's like probably good to work on yourself for that long.
Yeah.
I've never been.
Oh, I loved it.
Yeah.
Like, it was great. But I look like in hindsight, there was especially one thing that I had with this one guy. When we were together, like if he was hooking up with other people when we were together, I was like, that's annoying. But if I was in a different like city or country or whatever, I was like, do what you want. And like that never fazed me. I was just like, oh yeah, like obviously, but I was like, when I'm here, I want all the attention on me because that's just me as a person. In hindsight, I'm like, oh, that probably would have worked out as some sort of poly situation.
I used to always say to like exes, I used to be like, do whatever you want, like I don't care. And they would always kind of think it was a trick. Like they would be like, why don't you care? And I'd be like, I don't know, like hook up with whoever you want, like it doesn't bother me. If anything, it kind of makes me happy for you, like let's chat about it. And they were like, that's weird.
I never thought about relationships seriously because I wasn't in relationships. And my current girlfriend is poly. That was when I was like, oh, okay, like let's actually actively think about, like, not in a way that I'm like, I'm doing this for her because I really don't want that to come across like that. Because if I was, that would be a relationship that's fucking doomed. So obviously I'm gonna do that to myself. I already literally knew all of my boundaries with it. I was like, sexual I'm totally fine with, and
the lighting completely changed.
That's fine.
You know what? Look, I never said these videos were good, okay?
I hope someone can find a soundbite of being like, these videos are good.
Did I ever promise quality sound or quality lighting? No, but
just
I did
quality content.
Quality people, quality conversations, okay guys?
I knew that like sex was totally fine, and especially in long distance, it was almost like a criteria sort of situation. Yeah. But I didn't realize how much I love being in a poly relationship until I was in one. Because like
But did you know the word polyamory?
Yeah, I still don't like it. I like non-monogamous.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah, I just poly, I don't know why.
Well, it's different. To me, poly is you date multiple people, which I've done in the past, but it never like truly works. And then non-monogamy to me is like either you're dating multiple people or you have one partner and you like hook up with other people. Yeah. Maintaining 2 or more full relationships does not work for me, I don't think.
It would never work for me. And also, my partner doing that, it would not work for me. Like,
as you said, you want the attention.
I used to be really upset if, like, at the thought of someone I was, like, you know, my Riley, my girlfriend or my boyfriend having romantic relations with other people. And now I've kind of, like, sorted through that in my head because that was mostly just me being threatened by it. Except now I'm like, oh no, like, the actual hard limit for me is, like, another, like, life partner. Like, if I was, you know, if my girlfriend or boyfriend or whoever down the line, I'm just fucking sticking with Riley, but I just hate.
Yeah, you guys just moved in together.
I'm trying to keep it open for like the conversation. I need that Tumblr soundbite. I hate the idea of like my girlfriend having another like life partner. Yeah. Sort of thing. So I'm like, no, like you can have romantic relations with other people, and I probably still. You see, you're one of the people who has like compersion, where you're happy for the person. No, I fucking hate it. I'm so jealous.
But you're not jealous of like sexual encounters?
No, I'm not like actually. Like, I'm not jealous in a way that's gonna like eat me fucking alive. Yeah. But like, I don't like the idea of someone I'm with building a life for someone else, because for me, I'm like, that's what we have. Yeah. And I want that to be our thing. And that's why I used to confuse romantic attraction with that, because I was like, if you're romantically into someone, it means you want a life together. Now I'm like, I realize that I have crushes on people.
What do you do with like the jealousy? Do you hear about, because I like hearing about their hookups. Like I like hearing about who they're interested in. I am like interested in like, oh, why do you like this person? Or, you know, stuff like that. But there are people that I've been in relationships with who don't want to hear it.
I like hearing about it. And this comes back to like one of my favorite things about poly stuff is that weirdly, I'm less jealous and crazy and possessive in a whole relationship because I can just ask.
Right.
Like, I've had relationships in the past where I'm like, oh, they're going to this person's house, I don't know what's going on. And then in my mind, I actually don't care if something is happening, it's just that, like, not telling me. So,
Same.
So now I can just be like, if she's like, oh, I'm going to this person's house, I can say, cool, is it a hookup thing? Right. You're dating? And she'll be like, yep. And I'm like, okay, cool. I know it doesn't actually affect me. I'm just like, oh, okay, that's fine.
This was my big thing, was that I didn't like the lying. So
Yeah.
like, I don't care. When I had my boyfriend in college, like, I didn't care if he was hooking up with someone, but he would constantly lie about it. And I would be like, literally, you do not have to lie. I am the one person who you do not have to
don't
lie
give a fuck,
to.
yeah.
I do not care. And he would be like, you're mad. And I'm like, no, I'm mad because you didn't tell me.
Yeah.
I'm not mad because of the hookup. I don't care about the hookup.
Yeah.
I care that you didn't tell me. For me, monogamy seemed to be all about lying. I'm sure that's not the way it is for everybody, but in my mind, like, this whole thing of like, did you look at the waitress? No, I didn't look at the waitress. I know you looked at the waitress.
Wild.
Why? Monogamy's crazy.
Especially because I'm like, I want to be dating someone who's like my best friend. Like,
That's
as
how I
cheesy
feel.
as it sounds. So I'm like, I would want, if I was out with like you and you checked out a waitress, and you tell me.
Right.
And so I would also want my girlfriend to tell me.
I
'cause
don't
I'm like,
understand being adversaries. There's also this thing of like, you know that you might have crushes on people
Yeah.
throughout your relationship, so why do you expect that the person you're with wouldn't have crushes? Whatever, you don't have to be non-monogamous, but like, talk to each other.
yeah. I just find a lot of like the toxic monogamy so wild.
I know, and that's this idea of owning the other person, or I don't know,
Yeah.
but then I get shit. Like, whenever I say stuff like this, I get shit from people who are like, you don't have to bash monogamy. If that works for you, great. I had an
Yeah.
ex who used to say monogamy is a fetish. You want to be with one person for the rest of your life? That's a kink.
I love that.
And like, that's fine. I don't want to kink shame if your kink is monogamy. I love that for you. I'm really not
It's
making
one of those
fun
things
of
where it's
it.
like, it's,
I just am like, you have to understand that like, the way that poly or non-monogamy is viewed as weird, I think monogamy is just as weird. And so fine,
Yeah.
everybody's weird. I think we can all agree everybody's weird.
yeah, valid. But the other thing I really like is just like, I saw this as recently as like, what do they call it? Micro cheating, whatever. But like, and before that was a term though, I liked going to a pub and flirting with someone.
Right.
And having them flirt back, and nothing even ever happened. Like, but I just remember that first night when I went out and I was like doing that, and I was like, oh, I don't feel bad. Because there are so many times where you just want to flirt, or you just want to make out, or you just want to do like the tiniest things. I'm not saying like I want to go have a full-blown relationship with someone else, or even have sex with someone else. It's just nice knowing that I can like go to those little things.
I like watching the other person flirt because it makes me feel good that other people
Like,
find them
find them hot.
attractive.
Yeah.
Ellen, it blows my mind. Like, she'll like post pictures and then
Oh, she's hot.
I know.
I haven't met her, so hey Ellen, what's good?
I like seeing all the comments being like, holy shit. And then I get to be like, that's
my girl.
my girl.
Exactly.
I like the idea of being best friends too. I like the idea of like your partner is your best friend.
You're a team.
You're a team.
Yeah.
God damn it, I've said the exact, why is this video even happening?
Why are
We're
we
the
not
exact
like the same person?
There's no debate happening here. Sorry if this was just like two people agreeing for 15 minutes. Anyway, this was just a little chat about polyamory.
I like that though, because I like normalizing it.
Oh yeah.
Because when I was like first like searching it, like this is before I met Riley and I was first looking up like open relationships and stuff, no one was talking about it online.
Yeah.
So I was like, is it weird? Because like all you see online is people being like, oh, if like you always get like the, oh, I could never do that.
Yeah.
And I'm like, am I weird for thinking I could do that?
I had a lot of self-hatred where I was like, I'm a bad person. I'll never be able to be in a relationship. No one will ever love me. I'm weird. I know. And I would date people and be like, I have to fix myself.
No.
I'm non-monogamous and that's bad and I have to fix myself and like punish myself and whatever. And so I spent, because you don't see portrayals of it that work out, I felt like, oh, well, I'm doomed to be alone. To be with anyone, I need to like completely change my personality and the way I want to live. I found a journal from when I was in high school where I didn't know the term, but I wrote down polygamy ? as like a thing for me to look
I
into.
should look into this.
Yeah, from when I was like 15.
I thought I was straight at 15 still.
I wasn't. Anyway, we're gonna do a video on Fiona's channel, so check it out there. And thanks for listening. Hope this was helpful. Bye. Bye.